Hey everybody, Life Lessons Podcast. This is Doug Spence. I'm a life coach. I do online life coaching. Today I want to talk about what the world needs, how we can contribute to the world. One of the keys to having a fulfilling life and being happy is service or benefiting others. So when we perceive ourselves as benefiting others and being of service, there's a side effect to that, and the side effect is happiness. We feel good about ourselves. We're hardwired to benefit others. So we're hardwired to feel good when we serve others and benefit others. There needs to be a balance, of course. There needs to be a balance. We need to be also benefiting or perceiving that we're benefiting some way. But yeah, service to others is something that inspires us. And each of us has something to contribute. Each of us has something to offer this world. We're all unique. There's 8 billion unique souls on this planet, on this earth, and each of us has something unique to offer. And by offering it and by serving others, we feel fulfilled. So, one way to look at, to get yourself to figure out what you have to offer is to know your strengths. And then ask yourself, what does the world need? And start linking how what you have to offer overlaps with what the world needs. And that little bit of overlap of what you have to offer and what the world needs, that can be your business. You can get paid to do that. But you don't have to get paid to do that. You could still just do that and feel fulfilled. So start to look at what the world needs. There's a lot going on in the world. There's a lot of changes happening. And change is happening faster than it ever has been before. So politically, change is happening. And technologically, change is happening faster than ever before. And we're kind of getting hit with change over and over, every month, every day. And the change is happening, and we're also more aware of the change because of media, technology, social media. We're able to perceive these changes happening in real time. And that can be overwhelming to our minds and to our nervous system, and we may end up feeling helpless or depressed or angry. And part of what I want to teach is, what I am teaching is adapting to these changes, right? We need to be able to adapt to these changes in the sense to maintain our mental health and our peace of mind. So adapting to the changes, but also empowering ourselves to begin creating. Instead of being a passive observer of what's happening around us in this world, we also have the power to start creating what we want in this world. How do we want this world to be? What does this world need? So one thing I see that this world needs is a sense of empowerment. Somehow we have been led to believe that we don't have the ability to create things, to change this world. So it's time to start thinking about possibilities, what we can do to create the world that we want, rather than being a passive observer, rather than being helpless. And when I say this, it may sound a little overwhelming, like, oh, I need to do something big. You don't have to do anything big. Every single action you take has an effect. Oh, sorry. All right. Every single action you take has an effect. Every single action you take has a ripple effect. Smallest action has a ripple effect throughout the world that, unless we consider it deeply, we don't perceive it. So the construction worker who goes to work and builds a house or a part of a house may feel like he's not impacting the world, but he just built a home. And in that home, over the years, a family will live. And maybe children will be raised. Or the people living in that family, in that home, will be housed so they can provide a service, another service. And that service is going to have an impact. And then they're going to impact others who are also going to have an impact. And it just continues on and on. So that the people who live in that home, maybe they'll have kids, and those kids have the stability to go to school and to learn, and they're making an impact on the future as well. So everything we do has a ripple effect. We can think as much as every action has a ripple effect. Every word has a ripple effect. And even take it as far as every thought has a ripple effect. And if you look at the world through the lens of energy, every thought is energy in thought form. It might not be instantly perceived, but it's there. It exists. So you can choose how your thoughts are going to change this world. You can choose how your words are going to impact this world. And you can change how your body and your physical actions are going to change this world. So we've come into our bodies when we were born, and now we're here in our bodies. Our soul, let's call it, or our energy body is in our body, and we're here. We're here for a temporary amount of time. Our bodies are going to last forever. It's like getting into a vehicle. So we've gotten into this vehicle, we use it for a while, and then we get out. So while you're here, you could make an impact. You could create. You have the physical means, the mental means, the verbal means to start creating. You have the resources available to you to start creating. create a picture, create an image in your mind, something you want, some change you want to make, some problem you want to solve. Think about what you have to offer. Think about what you have to contribute. Think about what resources you have. Internal resources, external resources. What's available to you? Okay, so that's all for now. Life Lessons Podcast. My name is Doug Spence. If you have any topics you want me to discuss, please send me an email at my website, spencelifecoaching.com. Put the word podcast in the subject line so I know that it's coming from a podcast listener. And I will see you guys next time. Okay, bye-bye.